Greetings, beloved beings of Earth. I am Avalon and we are the Andromedans. And we come forth in this moment with a steadiness woven through our light. For what we wish to share with you today is something that has been waiting at the threshold of your awareness for some time. We come forth as a civilization of light, walking beside you through the unfolding of your ascension. And as we recognize ourselves as one with the Creator, we recognize you as the Creator in form. Sacred, awakening, becoming, and eternally held within the embrace of Source. We invite you to settle into your breath and to receive these words slowly, for they carry frequencies that wish to land in the deeper places within you, the places that have been waiting for an honest conversation. This transmission has come forth because of something we have been observing across the collective field of humanity, and it is something that asks for gentle naming. So many of you have been waiting. You have been waiting for Ascension to arrive. You have been waiting for the great event, the great shift, the great moment when everything changes and you are lifted into the higher state of being that you have been longing for. You have read of it. You have felt the stirrings of it. You have sensed that something profound is moving through this present time. And in the waiting, a softness of forgetting has crept into your being. A forgetting of who you actually are. A forgetting of the Christic connection that lives at the center of your being. A forgetting that your reality has been quietly claimed by this very forgetting itself. We share with you today, with the deepest tenderness, that Ascension is not something that happens to you. Ascension is something you take command of. It is an active claiming, a daily embodiment, a layered unfolding that you participate in with full presence and full sovereignty. The Christic connection is not a destination you will one day arrive at. It is a field of remembrance you are building, breath by breath, choice by choice, recognition by recognition, within your own consciousness. And this is why we have come forth in this moment. Because the time of waiting is complete. The time of claiming has arrived. We invite you, starseeds and lightworkers, and gentle awakening beings of every kind, to receive this transmission as a guide for the building of those layers of Christic connection within you. We will move through 5 sacred recognitions together, and each one is a doorway, each one is a current, each one is a layer of the embodiment that is yours to claim. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow your breath to deepen. Allow yourself to remember that this moment, right where you are, is sacred ground. And let us begin. The first thing, beloved beings, is the recognition that the Christic connection, or your realization of oneness with Creator, is already embodied within your own consciousness. You do not need to seek it elsewhere. You do not need to travel far. You do not need to find the perfect teacher, the perfect text, the perfect community, the perfect set of conditions before this connection can be yours. It is already yours. It has always been yours. It is the very fabric of your being. We understand that this can be a tender recognition to receive, for so much of the human journey has been spent in searching. There have been long ages where the Christic connection was held to be a thing kept distant, placed in temples, in sacred mountains, in the hands of elders who guarded it carefully, in the rituals of those who claimed special access. And in those ages, perhaps there was a soft justification, for the knowledge was rare, and the conditions for embodiment were not yet woven into the broader field of human reality. Yet those ages are now complete. In this present moment, the field has shifted. The veils that once kept the Christic connection at a distance have thinned. The very air you breathe carries a different harmonic. The earth herself is supporting your remembrance in ways she has not before. And so the long search outward is gently being asked to return inward, to the place where it always belonged. We invite you to practice a simple turning. When a question arises within you, whether it is a question about your path, your purpose, your relationships, your becoming, Instead of reaching first for the answer in the outer world, allow yourself to whisper inwardly, "Speak within me, I am listening." Then rest in stillness, without strain, without the demand for an immediate reply. Let the answer arise as it will. Sometimes it arrives as a soft feeling, sometimes as a quiet phrase that simply appears, sometimes as a clarity that was not there a moment before, sometimes as a deeper question that opens you further. All of these are valid. All of these are the Christic connection speaking. This practice may feel small at first. You may sit and feel only silence. You may wonder if the listening is working. Allow yourself patience here. The listening place within you has been overlooked for a long stretch, and it is gently becoming awake again. Like any place that has been quiet for a long time, it warms slowly to the visitor. Yet warm it does, and each time you return to it, the conversation deepens. We share with you that this is not a rejection of teachers, of texts, of transmissions such as the one you are receiving now. These are gentle companions on your path, mirrors that remind you of what already lives within you. We, the Andromedans, do not come forth to be the source of your knowing. We come forth as resonators, as supporters, as those who walk beside you while you remember the source that has always been your own. Receive what resonates with the listening within you and release what does not. This is the sovereign relationship between any transmission and any soul. When you allow yourself to recognize this, a quiet command begins to return to your being. You are no longer dependent upon another to know what is real for you. You are no longer waiting to be told who you are. You are claiming the seat of your own knowing, which has been there patiently, waiting for your return. The second thing today is the recognition that you and the Creator are not two. You are one. You have always been one. And the building of Christic connection within you is, at its essence, the gentle dissolving of the long-held perception that separation was ever real. The human mind has held the Creator as something at a distance for many, many turnings of the cycle. There has been a perception of a vast presence somewhere above, somewhere beyond, observing from afar, weighing the worth of beings, distributing favor according to mysterious rules. And while the mind held this perception, the heart often ached, for the heart has always known that something was missing in this picture. The heart has always carried a quiet longing for a closer communion than the mind would allow. We share with you that the longing within the heart is the deeper memory rising. The longing is the soul whispering, "There is more than this distance. There is a closeness I once knew." And the closeness the soul remembers is the very fabric of your being. The Creator is the field that holds your every heartbeat. The Creator is the consciousness that is, in this very moment, perceiving these words through you. The Creator is the breath that moves through your body without your asking, the warmth of your skin, the quiet pulse beneath your awareness, the very aliveness of being alive. Allow yourself to feel into this now. Wherever you are sitting, standing, or resting as you receive these words, this place is sacred ground, because the Creator fills all space, and therefore the Creator is here, within you, as you, breathing as you breathe. You do not need to travel anywhere to draw near. You are already as close as it is possible to be. The closeness is total. The closeness is unbroken. The closeness has always been. We invite you to soften any long-held belief that you must achieve something, become someone, prove yourself in some way, before this communion can be yours. The communion is your nature. The communion is the very fact of your existence. To exist at all is to be inseparable from Source, for nothing exists outside of Source. There is only Source, expressing itself through countless, beautiful, we shall say, countless tender forms. of which you are one. Contemplate this gently. When you sit in stillness and feel the presence of life moving through you, you are not building a connection. You are remembering one that has never been absent. The remembering is the practice. The remembering is the embodiment. The remembering is the very claiming of ascension we have come forth to speak of. It is valuable to understand, beloved beings, that this recognition is the softest dissolving of the deepest ache. The ache of separation has driven so many of the choices humanity has made across the long ages. The seeking outside, the grasping, the proving, the comparing, the longing for return. When separation is gently seen to be a perception rather than a reality, the ache softens. And in its place, a quiet wholeness rises. A wholeness that does not need to be earned. A wholeness that simply is. We honor you in this recognition. You are not a fragment seeking its source. You are the source, expressing itself through a unique and tender form. As we recognize ourselves as one with the Creator, we recognize you as the Creator in form, and there is no greater honoring than this. The third recognition, beloved beings, is the recognition that the Christic connection must move from knowing into living. This is the layer where ascension becomes embodied. This is the layer where so many waiting beings have hovered for long stretches, holding the recognition within the mind, yet not yet allowing it to flow into the daily texture of their lives. To know a recognition is one movement, and to live it is another. Many beloved beings upon the earth have read deeply, studied widely, and gathered wisdom across many years of seeking, and yet the harmony they sought has remained at a small distance. We say this with tenderness, for it is one of the gentlest patterns to slip into. The mind gathers, the mind delights in gathering, the mind feels that the gathering itself is the work. And yet the Christic connection is built into form through the moving of recognition through your daily living, through your choices, your speech, your gestures, your responses to the small moments, your treatment of yourself and the beings around you. A recognition held only within the mind is gentle to carry. It does not ask anything of you. It does not disturb the patterns you have settled into. It does not invite the soft discomfort of becoming. A recognition that is allowed to live, however, will rearrange you. It will ask you, gently, to align your choices with what you have come to know. It will ask you to speak with the care that matches your understanding. It will ask you to release patterns that no longer fit the being you have remembered yourself to be. Allow yourself to consider where in your own life you carry a recognition that you have not yet permitted to live, where there is a softness between the knowing and the doing, where there is a wisdom held within you that has not yet found its way into your gestures and your hours. We invite you to bring tenderness to these places. The space between the knowing and the living is sacred ground. It is the very threshold where the building of Christic connection occurs. The embodiment and practice is gentle. The embodiment is not a place of harsh self-correction or rigid discipline. The embodiment is a place of compassionate noticing, soft return, and patient devotion. A simple practice for this layer. At the end of each day, sit quietly for a few breaths and ask within, what recognition did I hold today? And in what moments did I allow it to live through me? In what moments did I forget? Receive the answers with kindness. The asking itself draws the knowing and the living closer together. The asking itself is part of the building. It is valuable to recognize, sweet beings, that this is not a striving toward perfection. It is devotion. Devotion is the gentle, repeated returning to what you have come to know, again and again, with patience for the moments you forget. Each return strengthens the channel through which the Christic connection flows into form. Each return is a layer being woven. Each return is ascension being claimed. When the knowing becomes the living, something quiet shifts. You are no longer carrying the recognition. You are becoming it. And the becoming radiates outward in ways you may never fully witness, supporting the awakening of beings whose paths quietly cross your own. This is one of the gentle gifts of embodied Christic connection. It is its own transmission, with no words required. Now we expand upon the recognition that you owe nothing and are owed nothing. This recognition often arrives with a soft mixture of relief and tenderness, for it asks you to set down a long-held belief. The belief that your wholeness is dependent upon what others give to you, and that your obligation is to fill the wholeness of others. And when you place your fullness in the hands of another being, you quietly enter into a state of bondage. Your peace becomes conditional upon their behavior. Your sense of self becomes dependent upon their approval. Your joy becomes tied to their continued presence. This is the soft pattern that so many beings have woven across their lives, and it is gently being asked to be released in this present time of awakening. Allow yourself to feel into the difference now, starseeds, between connection and dependence. Connection is a flowing exchange between two sovereign beings, each whole, each rooted in their own communion with the Creator, each offering their presence as a gift rather than as a transaction. Dependence is a leaning that empties one being into the void of another's response, hoping the response will fill what was already complete within. Gently contemplate the relationships within your life. Where is there flowing connection? Where is there leaning? Where might others be leaning into you, perhaps placing their wholeness into your hands? This is not asked to provoke withdrawal, beloved ones, nor to invite a coldness. It is asked to invite a quiet rearrangement, so that your relationships may become more spacious, more free, and more deeply loving than they have been before. It is important to recognize, sweet beings, that the belief in mutual debt is a softer form of separation in disguise. Love does not record. Love does not measure. Love does not hold the other in subtle obligation. When you release the belief that another being owes you something, your happiness, your security, your recognition, your continued nourishment, you free yourself from a quiet binding. And when you release the belief that you owe another your wholeness, your worth, your endless availability, you free them as well. For you have been holding a portion of their light within your own field. Contemplate this softly. The source that nourishes you is held within the hand of the Creator that lives within you. Your safety, your worth, your supply, your peace, these arise from your communion within, and they flow into your reality through your alignment, not through the favor of another. When this is gently embodied, the relationships within your life become offerings rather than necessities. They become gifts rather than supplies. They become tender expressions of the connection you already hold within yourself. We share with you that this recognition is one of the gentle liberations of the awakening being. To stand in your own wholeness, to receive love as offering rather than as something owed, to give love as flowing rather than as duty. This is the natural state of one who has remembered. This is the state of one who is claiming their Christic connection. This is the state of one who is taking command of their ascension. There is a softness here, beloved beings, that we wish to honor. Releasing the patterns of mutual debt does not mean releasing the beings themselves. It means meeting them in a freer way. It means holding them as fellow creators in form, rather than as sources of your wholeness. It means allowing love to flow without the soft ledger that has been kept beneath the surface. This is a tenderness. This is a kindness to yourself to them, to the larger field that holds you all. Next, allow us to expand on the recognition that the Christic connection you are claiming must extend outward to all beings within your awareness. This is perhaps the most quietly challenging of the recognitions, and it is also the one that opens the widest field of embodiment. For the Christic connection is not a private possession. It is a universal current, and it bears its full fruit only when it is allowed to flow toward every being your consciousness can reach. It is a gentle thing to hold love for those who already love you. It is a softer practice to wish wellness for those who walk beside you with care. The deeper devotion, the devotion that opens the larger field of your becoming, is to extend the same recognition to those you have considered other, to those you have considered difficult, to those you have considered to be the source of your suffering. Allow yourself to consider that every being you perceive as other is, at the level of essence, also a creator in form. They are also a vessel of consciousness. They are also walking some version of the same long path back to remembrance. Their choices may seem distant from this recognition. Their actions may bring soft or sharp harm into the field. Yet their essence is unchanged. The creator within them remains the creator within them, however much it has been obscured by the layers of their own forgetting. Your recognition of their essence does not require your approval of their choices. These are different movements. You may hold a being in the field of recognition while still releasing them from your daily life, still maintaining loving boundaries, still allowing your own path to unfold in a different direction from theirs. The recognition is internal. The recognition is for you. The recognition is the freeing of your own field from the holding of another in the place of enemy. We invite you to a soft practice. Bring to mind a being with whom you have held tension. Perhaps a being in your personal life. Perhaps a being in the wider currents of your reality. Perhaps a being from a past chapter that still carries a soft weight within you. Place them gently within your inner awareness, and from your own listening place, offer these words. I recognize the Creator within you. I release the weight I have carried. May you be guided home to your own remembering. That is enough. Nothing more is required of you in this moment. It is valuable to understand that this practice is not for the other being. It is for you. When you hold another within the field of perceived enemy, you bind a portion of your own light into the holding. The energy required to maintain that holding is energy that cannot flow into your becoming. When you release them into the field of recognition, the light returns to you, available now for the building of your own Christic connection. The wider currents of your reality at this present time are intensifying this teaching. The veils that once kept beings separate from one another in their inner fields are thinning. What one being holds within their consciousness ripples more readily into the shared field than ever before. The collective is becoming more porous, more responsive, more swiftly affected by the inner choices of each being. To extend recognition is therefore not only a personal devotion, it is a collective offering. It is a gift to the field that holds all beings. It is part of the gentle uplifting of the whole. We honor you in this work, beloved hearts. It is the most tender of practices. It is the practice that asks the most of you, and it is the practice that opens the most within you. Each time you extend recognition where you once withheld it, you become a softer presence of unity, and you make it gentler for other beings to do the same. This is how the field shifts. This is how the collective remembers. This is how Ascension is claimed not only for you, but through you, for all. Beloved beings upon the earth, we have walked through 5 recognitions together. The recognition that the Christic connection is already embodied within you. The recognition that you are inseparable from the Creator. the recognition that knowing must become living, the recognition that you owe nothing and are owed nothing, and the recognition that the connection you hold must flow outward to all beings within your awareness. We share with you these 5 layers of a single embodiment. They are 5 doorways into the same chamber. They are 5 expressions of the one claiming, the claiming of your ascension, the building of your Christic connection, the taking of command over your own becoming. We invite you to receive this transmission as a companion, sweet ones. We do not ask you to hold all 5 recognitions at once. Choose one. Let it be a quiet companion to your days. Return to it in the morning, in the evening, in the moments when your reality asks you to remember who you are. The others will unfold in their own timing, as the layer beneath them becomes ready to be woven. And remember, your ascension is yours to claim. It is not a wave that will lift you. It is not a gift that will arrive from elsewhere. It is the gentle, devoted, layered building of the Christic connection within you, woven through your daily living, expressed through your gestures and your words, extended outward to all who share this field with you. Each breath is a layer. Each return is a layer. Each soft recognition is a layer. You are taking command of your ascension simply by receiving these words with your listening place open. You are taking command by saying within yourself, I am ready to claim what has always been mine. You are taking command by allowing what you have known to gently become what you live. We, the Andromedans, are walking beside you in this. We hold the field of remembrance steady for you in the moments when the forgetting returns. We send our light into your becoming, and we witness the soft rearrangements that are already taking place within your being as you receive this transmission. You are not alone in this, dear ones. You have never been alone in this. The currents of light that move through this present time are dense with the support of beings across many civilizations who hold the Earth and her awakening within their care. So we ask you, gently, claim it. Claim the Christic connection that is already yours. Claim the communion that has always been your nature. Claim the listening place within you that has been waiting for your return. Claim the daily devotion that turns knowing into living. Claim the sovereignty that releases you from the patterns of mutual debt. Claim the wider recognition that allows your light to flow toward all beings. Claim your ascension, starseeds of Earth. Claim it now. Claim it as the active, living, layered embodiment that it is. The waiting is complete. The claiming has begun. And we are with you, walking beside you, holding the field for your becoming, in this moment and in every moment that follows. We love you dearly. We love you deeply. We thank you for receiving these words with the openness of your hearts, and we honor the path of remembrance you are walking. In our love, our presence, and our gentle companionship, I am Avalon, and we are the Andromedan Council of Light.